welcome to the Tub fam. I'm so glad you're here. In the season of the college school year starting again, I'm reminded and very nostalgic, completely nostalgic in the fact that orientations are happening and people are going off to school, and I just remember when it was my first time going off to college, etc., etc. And so I just wanted to give some, I guess, quick tips to the student athletes who it's their first time being on a campus, or if they're transferring, or whatever the case may be, just some helpful hints for you. As a former college student athlete, there was a lot of times that you had to make time because schedules are so busy, and I kind of talked about this in a previous video that I did. You're just everywhere. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. And you're always, always, always surrounded by so many people. So many people. So tip number 1, try to make some friends that are not athletes. It's always so cool to be around your teammates. You know, you go to practice with them, you go to the weight room with them, you have study hall with them. So much time, so much of your time is around them that it's not a bad idea to create some friends outside, just so you can kind of have like a place to go. Not only that, but you know, it's not a bad idea to just have a friend maybe you meet in class that, you know, could help you like when you're traveling or whatever. Always nice to have friends. I remember my freshman year, I had a really, really close friend. We were teammates, and we made it a point to make friends outside of our sport and outside of being an athlete. Like, we had lacrosse friends, we had soccer friends, we had rugby friends, we had track friends, like we had, and just friends in general, just people that we dormed with, people that we met in the dorm, like all those different things. And it just made your college experience just so much better, just having friends in different places. It's also an outlet too, you know, if you need to vent, if you need to just get away for a little while, it's always good to have friends outside of your sport. Tip number 2, as freshmen or transfers, sometimes you really don't have a say in whom you get to live with, especially if you're in a sport. Coaches and people in the athletic field, you know, try to keep all of the different teams, you know, rooming together. If it's possible, try rooming with somebody from a different sport. I know, me personally, my freshman year, I roomed with a lacrosse player. We became such good friends, and we're still friends to this day. Shout out to you, Flitta! She was amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know, you just kind of have that mutual, like, I understand what you're going through. You had a rough day at work, or work we call it, but you had a rough day at practice, you had a rough day. You just kind of have like a mutual understanding of the day, because all athletes go through practices, weight rooms, study halls, cafeteria struggles, all of these different things. You just kind of know. Like I said before, with making friends outside of, it's not a bad idea to kind of room with other people who maybe not be in your sport. It might be difficult, I will say though, to room with somebody who's not an athlete, because they kind of don't get, you're kind of like on 2 different pages sometimes, but it's definitely possible. Tip number 3. I honestly know this may sound crazy, and please don't hate me, guys. Please don't hate me. This is me speaking in hindsight, looking back now at the situation. Take advantage of study hall. I know, I can't believe I said it. But at the end of the day, that time for study hall frees up your other time. I know. I wouldn't have said this, like I said, but like looking back at it, the time that we have to go to study hall is really helping us, because there's a set time, you go in there, do your work, make sure you get it done, and then once you're done, you don't have to worry about doing your work while you're in your room, or while you're in the dorm, or like if you want to go, if you have a quad, go into the quad, or if you want to go and hang out like in your friend's dorm, or you want to go to this restaurant, or you want to go and do whatever you want to do. You don't have to worry about it, because there's already an allotted time for you to put that work in, get it done out the way, so you don't have to think about it, and you don't have to cram on those days where things are hectic. Like, you've already gotten it done, and then you can go and do what you want to do. Because in addition to that, it is also good to have some you time. It's so important to have some you time, because then you could feel overwhelmed. You know, the life of an athlete is time consuming, and it's based on time management. And with that being said, you have to block off time for yourself, which could be, or could lead me to tip number 4. Make some time for yourself, just to kind of breathe and relax and just kind of be. Sometimes, you know, you're just going, off a plane, back on a plane, off a plane, back on a plane, back on a bus, off the bus, back at school, going from wherever to wherever, class to class, practice to class, game, pre-game meals, all of these different things that take place. Like, sometimes you just need to breathe and think and just, whew. You might not have a lot of time, but try to take at least 10, 15, 20 minutes just for yourself. If it's a show that you enjoy watching, if you can block off some time, try to do that. Or if you enjoy to read, try to read. If you enjoy listening to music, do that. Whatever you enjoy doing or whatever will bring you peace and a peace of mind in that moment, do it. Trust me, you do not want to overwhelm yourself and then it throws off your mental for your game or for your practice, and you don't want all that. So just kind of take time for yourself. Tip 5, and this is my last and final tip. Enjoy every moment that comes. No matter what it is. Enjoy those times when you're transitioning from class to practice or from practice to class. Enjoy that. Enjoy the time where you're just being you, like in college. College is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Once you're out of it, like I am, there are many moments that I still miss to this day that I wish that I can do. There's a freedom that you have, but with restraints, if that makes sense. Like, there's still boundaries, but it's like your first step into the world. Outside of, you know, you're coming up out of, you know, where you're living for high school and stuff, and some of you are probably in a different state. Other of you might be halfway across the country or halfway across the world, because sometimes, you know, we study abroad in different places. But take time to enjoy it, because like I said, once you're out of it and you look back, you're like, wow, that was such a great time. And then some of you, you know, you don't want to regret anything and be like, man, I wish I would have, I wish I would have, I wish I would have. No, just take time to enjoy the moment. That's one thing that I'm actually learning how to do now, is just being in the moment and just soaking it all in. Because moments, they come and they go, and time is flying, and the next thing you know, this is happening, next thing you know, this is happening. Not many people, you know, are afforded that opportunity, but if you are, enjoy it. Not doing anything crazy, you know what I'm saying? Don't end up on the news, don't end up a hashtag, don't end up different things that are not good, is what I'm saying. But, you know, just take time to just, I'm here, I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to make the best of it, whatever it is. If I'm running to class, if I'm running to practice, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing that, enjoy it, guys. So those are just some quick tips for you, just to kind of get your gears going and to get you mentally prepared for this amazing year that you're about to have. Whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, transfer, super senior, all of these tips can be applied to any year that you're entering. And I'm so excited to share these things with you, and I look forward to hearing any feedback that you have, any tips that you might feel like somebody else would need. Leave them in the comments below. I would love to start a dialogue about this. But yeah, that's basically it. Alright, I love you, Tub fans. Stay tuned for some more videos that I have coming your way. And peace.